the customers. You call the Navy.
Hello, operator. Get me the Navy.
Hello. You've reached the Navy's automated phone service.
Squidward, the robots are running the Navy.
Not the Navy!
Get there. Take it back. Hook up. Hard. Motor's going hot. Hard.
Display version for your compass heading, so I can literally like spin my head around. I'm looking at a 330-degree compass heading going northwest right now. I'm spinning here. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I kind of lost my sense of direction. Going exactly due west on 270 degrees. You can go off thermal, just a straight I squared, which is just the contrast, so you don't have to use up battery with a thermal until you need it. There's the Family Weapon Sights individual software that is hooked into this that has rapid target acquisition. That allows you to hook the camera to your weapon, and then you're seeing a kind of either a picture-in-picture view or an actual kind of like a weapon sight floating around wherever you're pointing it within your visual frame. So you're seeing a camera on your weapon, and also seeing a camera what's in front of you. So right now I'm in a pretty brightly lit room. I do have the night vision on in a fuse mode with thermal, but when you turn the lights out, everything changes. With the lights out, I'm in this mode where everything pops out, but it's just the individual heat source I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this gentleman right here. I'm seeing heat coming off of his shoulders and different variations on his arms. It's almost like a negative of an old film camera. Like I'm seeing the contrast pop out in a kind of a faded orange. And I see almost every detail of contrast. Everything around there is pretty dark, pretty black. So he pops right out. So if you were standing behind a bush, or if you were like a part of his shoulder were sticking around a corner, I would not miss that at all. So let me jump into another mode. I can go into black hot, where it just reverses it. So just like the negative image I was trying to give you before, he's now very dark with some shades of the heat coming off of him, and everything else around him in this large rectangle is orange. So it also gives you just pop out contrast. I'm basically like taking a scanning of a thermal image in that little kind of rectangular box and kind of scanning my whole area, and it just kind of pulls out a very dark image of where the heat's coming from. And then lastly, one of the cool kind of almost sci-fi kind of looking things, or maybe kind of music video art things, is the outline mode. So it basically creates almost like a sketch, like a neon sketch of an orangish like line around all the different heat sources, pretty much the outline of the figure. I can see his head, I can see his mask, I can see his tie actually, because their different materials have contrast. And if he were to say, put his hand on something, or maybe there was a good amount of heat source in his feet walking through a trail, that heat source actually remains there as it dissipates for just a few seconds. I can see a handprint on a wall. I can see a kind of a footprint if there's enough heat there for enough contrast for the ground for a few seconds. So a lot of different ways to kind of see what's out there and choose your mode of viewing with a thermal. So that's a look at the Army's newest night vision goggle. It's headed to troops soon. It's already out to about 6,000 now. And I'm Todd South, talking to you from L3 Harris's Washington, D.C. office.